Golden Eagles, you're listening to Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio. I'm your Tuesday-Thursday show host, Skylar Angus Barker. We've got a great show coming up with some information about, kudzu controlled soil eruption during the 30s and 40s, and Nishrenkia Pockrell talking about the McNair Scholars Program. And don't touch that dial because we have Lucus, Orndorff, and Tara Piggott to share some things that you don't want to miss. You're listening to Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mr. Sippy Beverages. Mr. Sippy Beverages provides water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mr. Sippy Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mr. Sippy Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online.
Sponsorship comes from Furniture Direct, with locations in Hattiesburg, Laurel, and Columbia. Are you looking for a deal? Lots of styles on a good value? You can find them on Facebook at Furniture Direct Hattiesburg for the latest specials and promotions. Or you can shop anytime at FurnitureDirectNow.com. You can see why Furniture Direct is your furniture destination.
Welcome back to Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio. In USM Campus News, Southern Miss Alumni Association announces the 2025 Hall of Fame inductees. Our very own Southern Miss Alumni Association have added 7 of its most dedicated and distinguished alumni into our Hall of Fame. These inductees include Richard G. Cowart, Crandall Page, David Hurt, Mickey Lee Marshall, Hal McMohan, Jennifer Duke Payne, and Ellen Hunter Ruffin. Tucker Sappington, Executive Director of the Alumni Association, has this to say. As the highest honor presented to the Southern Miss alumnus, I'm proud to congratulate this year's class on their significant professional accomplishments and contributions. They bring favor and distinction to our university, and I'm excited to celebrate them as we enter one of our institution's best traditions, homecoming. Southern Miss launches secondary education degree for the Gulf Coast. You've heard that right. The University of Southern Mississippi will offer a bachelor's degree in secondary education on the university's Gulf Park campus in Long Beach, Mississippi. To increase the good news, qualified students will receive full scholarships and the opportunity to study and then teach close to home. Dr. Trent Gold, Dean of the College of Education and Human Sciences, has this to say. Southern Miss is committed to strengthening our coastal communities by preparing exceptional educators right here at home. This new secondary education degree gives coastal residents the opportunity to receive top-tier training, serve in local schools, and step directly into careers where they are needed the most. By equipping teachers in the communities they already know and love, we are making a tangible impact on Mississippi's teacher shortage and shaping a stronger future for our state. In Hattiesburg news, high-speed chase in Jones County leads to 3 arrests. Jones County police have caught 3 men who were arrested on multiple charges. It started on September 9th, where a traffic stop occurred, when the driver fled from the authorities. During the chase, a handgun was thrown out of the suspect's vehicle. The police were able to use stop sticks, which deflated the suspect's tires and led to the stop less than a mile later. Both the driver and passengers were removed from the vehicles, resisting arrest and placed into custody. Laurel receives grant to rebuild playground at Mason Park. In 2023, the playground at Mason Park was demolished due to safety concerns. But now, Mayor John McGee reveals that they won't have to wait much longer. Johnny McGee goes on to say, "We've been seeking funding for the playground equipment at Mason Park. We were informed that we were awarded that grant, so the people that have missed that playground equipment at Mason Park will soon see construction. A lot of people were waiting for us to do it, waiting for us to be accepted. We've applied for 2 or 3 years since we've had to dismantle the other one because of safety reasons. So now, we'll be able to add that back to the park. And that's going to be a good thing out of this budget. In Mississippi news, Ocean Springs teen given 15 years in prison for stealing guns from Van Cleve homes. An Ocean Springs teenager has been sentenced for 15 years in prison for burglarizing homes, stealing guns, and leading police on a high-speed pursuit. When presented before the judge, the teenager stated this to plead his case. I want to be a better person, sir. I don't want to continue this lifestyle I've been doing since I was younger. And it's just, I've learned it's not what I want. I've made bad decisions and I have many regrets. But I don't really want to do 20 years, sir. Judge Calvin Taylor responded to the teenager, having made up his mind. It is my view that the initial recommendation that the state made that I went along with was lenient. And I think the recommendation made today is lenient. I mean, you ought to get 25 years on each case. Crews nearly finished renovating Petal School District's old central office building. The old central office building has gotten a fresh new stage of life. These renovations have been going on for a year. Petal School District Superintendent Matt Dillon said the following. The interior of the building is almost complete. We had a building walkthrough last week with the contractors on the interior. We've created a crunch list. Now we're finalizing the exterior. So hopefully in the next week or so, we'll get some clarity on when we will be able to get access to that building. And we'll start putting furniture in there and getting that ready to occupy. In national news, state leaders condemn shooting of Charlie Kirk, asking for prayers for his family. State leaders are sharing their support for the conservative political activist Charlie Kirk when he was shot and killed yesterday in Utah. Governor Tate Reeves called that day a truly dark day for America and goes on stating this. Charlie Kirk led discussions, debating in good faith with his political opponents. He didn't have a cruel or violent bone in his body. He was the perfect example of what civil political engagement should look like. The left has decided that assassination and violence is their response to debate. It's hard to even process what that will mean for America. That is not the only example, but it is a striking and heartbreaking one. Today, it is enough to say that it will not mean anything good. Righteous anger is proper in response to this turn, in addition to deep grief. We'll be right back with sports and weather after a word from our sponsors.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mississippi Beverages. Mississippi Beverages provides water, water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mississippi Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mississippi Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online. Sponsorship comes from American Graphics. Located at 8 Commercial Warehouse Drive in Hattiesburg, American Graphics provides custom screen printing and embroidery. They can be reached by phone at 601-602-2277. And the website is goamericangraphics.com. American Graphics, printing at its finest.
Welcome back to Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio. Now on for your sports. Scott Moses joins men's basketball staff for 2025-2026 season. Southern Miss heads men's basketball coach Jay Ladner announced that Scott Moses is joining in as an assistant coach for the 2025-2026 season. Scott Moses responds to this opportunity, stating the following. I am extremely grateful for the opportunity to join the Southern Miss men's basketball staff. I have formed a great relationship with Coach Ladner over the last few years, and I'm very excited to help him continue to build this great program. Jay Ladner expressed his joy to the new addition, stating, I am very excited about Scott Moses joining our staff. He's another bright young coach who has already made a significant impact on our program. We are glad to have Scott join our talented group of assistants. Southern Miss Athletics has some announcements. Skip the line this Saturday and secure your seats for the first Sun Belt matchup as Southern Miss takes on Appalachian State on Saturday, September 13th, 2025. Join us as we celebrate Southern Mississippi in our annual 601 night. Come out this weekend to the Southern Miss Wellness Center as the Golden Eagles play in the Southern Miss Invitational. Tickets are $8. To keep up with all the Golden Eagles sports activities, head on over to southernmiss.com. Now on for your weather. It looks like today will be pretty sunny and hot with the highs in the lower 90s and lows in the upper 60s. Friday looks to be a little bit hotter in the mid 90s and lows in the mid 60s. For Saturday and Sunday, both looks to be pretty hot with the highs in the lower 90s and lows in the mid 60s. Up next, we have kudzu controlled soil eruption during the 30s and 40s. Check it out.
This is Mississippi Moments, produced by the Center for Oral History and Cultural Heritage at the University of Southern Mississippi and supported by the Mississippi Humanities Council. I'm Bill Ellison. In the 30s and 40s, kudzu vines were planted throughout the South as a way of controlling soil erosion. W.C. Nelms explains the logic behind introducing the invasive plant to our ecosystem.
We found out that kudzu was a good erosion control plant, and we did plant kudzu in these gutted areas, particularly in areas where there was some possibility that farmers would want to graze it, because you go to a farmer and talk to him about planting trees, say, in his seriously eroding areas, and a lot of times they thought this would permanently take it out of their use for grazing. We had an option in kudzu because it would grow almost as fast and do as good a job as trees would in controlling erosion on the gullies. And it did a wonderful lot of good back in those days, because one thing about kudzu, it's a fairly cheap remedy. To slope and shape and sod a road bank, we were paying something like $600 an acre. You could go in there with kudzu and plant a few vines along the bank, and in 5 or 10 years, the whole bank would be wrapped up, and that's the difference in the cost.
To learn more, subscribe to the Mississippi Moments podcast or visit cohch.org. Mississippi Moments is supported by the Mississippi Humanities Council. The humanities are for everyone.
That was our Mississippi Moments. Coming up, we've got some special guests that you don't want to miss.
Sponsorship for Southern Miss Today comes from Mr. Sippy Beverages. Mr. Sippy Beverages provides water, water coolers, and coffee service throughout South Mississippi. Take half of your weight in pounds. That's how many ounces of water you need a day. Mr. Sippy Beverages can help you reach that goal by delivering fresh water to your door. To get more information or to set up a cooler and water delivery, you can call Mr. Sippy Beverages at 601-271-2420, or you can find them online.
Are you in a hurry? Well, I am. But as a paralyzed veteran, I had to overcome incredible challenges just to regain my independence and return to work. Finding a parking space shouldn't be one of them. Illegally parking in spaces reserved for people with disabilities is not only wrong, it's against the law. So please, think twice before pulling into a reserved parking spot. Even if it's just for a minute, it's 60 seconds too long. This has been a public service announcement from United Spinal Association.
Welcome back to Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio. Now, please give a warm Golden Eagle welcome to Lucus Orndorff and Tara Piggott. Hey, how are you?
Hey,
Good. How are you?
I'm pretty good. So we've actually met before, and I've talked to you guys, and we were able to experience a choir together. But for a lot of our listeners, they might have no idea who you are. So first and foremost, can you tell us both a little bit about yourselves?
Sure. My name is Lucas Orndorff. I'm a third-year DMA student in choral conducting, and that's pretty much about me.
Okay.
My name is Tara Piggott. I am on my second year of getting my master's in choral conducting, and then I also went to USM for my undergrad to get my degree in music education.
All right, so this main event that's coming up, what is the Southern Invitational Choral Conference, or
Yes.
SICC?
Yes, so SICC is a 2-day honor choir for high school and community college students from all across the Southeast. The students get all the music they'll be singing once they get to the conference, and then they have 2 days to work with some world-class clinicians at the conference. And while they're there, they also get the opportunity to audition for vocal scholarships, participate in master classes, attend a showcase featuring some of the USM choirs, and then at the end of the whole conference, they get to perform in a concert to showcase their hard work from the 2 days of rehearsal.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
It is very exciting. So just for our listeners, when and where is this event going to be held, if you know?
So this event actually starts on Monday, September 15th, and it'll be also on Tuesday, September 16th. So the first half, people will register at the Thad Cochran Center.
Okay.
So this is high schools and community colleges. Probably about 90% are from Mississippi.
Yeah.
We've had places from Tennessee before, Louisiana, Alabama. So pretty much anywhere in the lower half of the South. And they'll come register. They'll be in sectionals and all that throughout the campus. At one point, there'll be a concert over at Mononey, which is just for participants of SICC. But later that night, the showcase concert, which has all of our ensembles on campus.
Yeah.
And it will actually feature a few high schools and community colleges in the area. They're going to be featured as well. Will be at Main Street Baptist, which is open to anyone at 7:30 p.m. And then once again on Tuesday, like Tara said, they're going to perform their mass choir groups, the high school group, and then the community college will be at 3:30 p.m. on Tuesday, also at Main Street, also available to anyone who wants to come.
Awesome. And if you guys know, how long has this event been happening at Southern Miss?
I would say it's started since 2004, so it's been about, this is the 22nd year, of course, with COVID and all. There was a year or two off because of that, but this is the 22nd year, so a long time.
And who is invited to participate in it?
So the emails that we sent out were to all schools within the Southeast region, so private schools, public schools, community colleges, and then homeschools were invited as well. Yeah, so lots of people. We have about 700 participants total.
750. They're still even coming in, and it's starting
Yeah, so it's open to a lot of people.
And how did the two of you get involved in SICC?
So I actually went to SICC my senior year of high school as my introduction to USM, and I kind of fell in love with the campus at that point, getting to see all of the ensembles and just the overall environment here at Southern Miss. So I decided to come here for my undergrad, and then I loved it so much I came back for grad school. And then so now this is kind of something we do like as the grad staff is helping, and this is all basically like led by students. So the grad staff, the Southern Miss chapter of the Student American Choral Directors Association, we're the ones that do all of the registration. We help out with the clinicians. We run the different sites like the Performing Arts Center and Main Street. So there's a lot of little jobs. It takes a lot of people to do it.
Yeah. And especially last week, it's getting risers to where they need to go. It's getting the pencils, the bags, all the little backs back behind the corner of what's happening. And that's us. We're making things move. So it's fun. And it's nice when you get to see what you've been working on come together and turn out great.
Is it ever like stressful for the two of you? Or is it like something that's like kind of a breeze? I'm guessing from the laugh, it's probably a little bit like juggling like a lot of plates.
Yeah. It's definitely of like, who has this job today? We need someone to come over here and help us because we figured out we need to do this now.
Right.
So it's worth it in the end, but yeah, it's a little stressful for a while there because you're trying to be like, oh, we have it under control. And then you're the week of and you're like, oh no, we haven't done this yet.
Right.
So
yeah, it's stressful the week leading up to it, but then once the conference comes and you get to see everything come to fruition, it's like, okay, it's all worth it. Like it's all worked out.
It just feels like it runs itself by the time you put all that worry into it.
And I'm sure that like our listeners will be able to like quickly be able to understand like the importance of this event. But in both of your opinions, why do you think that this kind of event is important for students and directors?
I think it's important for students and directors because, I mean, as you know, like school can get very fast-paced, and choirs a lot are trying to get ready for like their performance assessment or like go for concerts, Christmas concerts, spring concerts. And because this is a no preparation necessary conference, they get the opportunity to just come here. They get the music once they get here. They don't have to worry about preparing it or anything, and just kind of focus on that. It's kind of like a 2-day little getaway to do some music. And the students especially, they get to sing with people. They make music with people they probably would never have gotten the opportunity to make music with before, as well as getting to work with these awesome clinicians that we have coming in and some of the staff here at USM, getting to meet them. So I feel like it's great for them to kind of have this outside like musical escape from just like, going to class and working for these concerts. It's like, okay, now I can go somewhere else with a few people from my school and get to meet other people.
It also gives the students a chance to see USM and get an idea of, is this an option for them, somewhere they want to go?
Yeah.
And if they decide it is, before they come, we have auditions the first day to try to get them some scholarship money. The sooner you apply to schools and audition and try to get money, the more money they have to offer. So we try to make that available to the students. We also offer that vocal master class where we pick two high school singers and 2 community college singers to give them a chance to work with our faculty to see if, is this a place that I could see myself going to?
Absolutely. That's so exciting. And it's so like beneficial because I know that like I've been a part of the concert choir here for Southern Miss during my undergraduate, and it's been so welcoming and such a powerful experience. I know that there's music that like I still save from like the binders, and I look over it and go like, oh, I miss it. I want to go back. So this is an amazing opportunity. So for the two of you, I'm sure that you already have, because I think you mentioned it before, but have you ever participated in SICC? And I'm sure that both of you have, right?
Yes. So
Kind of. Yeah. You
yeah,
go first.
I participated. So my senior year of high school, I was thinking about coming to USM and coming for music. And so I told my choir teacher at the time, hey, I think I'm like considering USM. And she said, oh, well, you know what we should do? Let's go to SICC and just check it out. And so I really got to have a sense of like the campus. And what really won me over was the choir showcase, getting to see the concert choir, the chorale, the pop a cappella groups. And I just kind of got this sense of like, oh, this is like really great.
Yeah.
So that was my first experience with it. And so it's been really cool to kind of be on the other side now, you know, as an undergraduate student seeing it all happen, and then now as a graduate student getting to kind of help put it together and help other people realize like, oh, USM has something really special. So it's been really great.
And you can also see that concert yourself Monday at 7:30 at Main Street Baptist. Right. You can see those same groups.
It might change your life.
Yeah. For me, I'm actually from West Virginia, and I did my undergraduate there, and I came to Southern for my master's because of a teacher I had. So my experience with SICC is only the work side of it.
Yeah.
And it's just awesome to see a whole bunch of schools and teachers come together and put something together in just 2 days. And you meet so many people. It's so much networking. You get to meet all the teachers in the state, kind of get an idea of what are they doing, what can I pull from them. We have teacher sessions as well going on that teachers can sign up and go to. And these sessions are really useful. We have people on our own staff at USM that are presenting some. We have the clinicians. We have Dr. Peppo's coming. He's giving a session. Dr. Jabari Glass, who's a Mississippi native, is coming and giving a session. Sean Kirshner's coming, who's our composer. We're featuring him as a composer. Concert choir's doing a piece of his. Chorale's doing a piece of his. We're going to do a group number of his. Yeah. And he's coming as well. So it's an exciting time for this year for SICC to be added.
Absolutely. And I know that we're running out of time, but you both have been absolutely wonderful. So just like 2 questions to close off on. First and foremost, what do you think your favorite part of either chorale or either SICC or both? What do you think your favorite part is?
You go first. No, I think this is you.
For our listeners that are not able to see, they're both pointing to each other right now, and
it's a hard question because there's just so much to love, especially when you've been here. Me and Lucas, I mean, this is my 6th year at USM, and this is your 4th, 5th year at USM?
My 5th in total, yeah.
Yes. Not consecutive, but yeah. So I feel like every year I find a new thing to love about the choir, about USM, about the people there. But for me, really, like, it has been the people. Of course, like, the welcoming environment from SICC then led me to USM, where I've gotten to meet some of the most amazing people, work with the most amazing directors. I now have, these great colleagues and peers I'll be able to call on for the rest of my life. And then also getting to see the new generation. I have my finger quotes up, like the new generation kind of rise up and like, okay, they're attending SICC, and then, they're going to come to undergrad here. Maybe they'll get their master's. So it really is just like a beautiful full circle moment. So
definitely all the experiences that the choirs have offered to us. But for me, I left for a period of time and taught, and then I've come back, and I've actually had students I taught in that time who are now with me here at the same time. So it's just cool to have that like full circle moment of like, oh, I taught you, but now we're kind of students together. Yeah. I don't know. It's just been like eye-opening, and just all the experiences you get. It's truly, you can't get it anywhere else.
Absolutely. Well, I know that we're running out of time. Is there anything else that you guys want to share? I know, like, the big thing is, like, Main Street Baptist Church on Monday and Tuesday, right?
Monday, 7:30 p.m., Tuesday, 3:30 p.m.
All right.
Yes, be there or be square.
Well, thank you so much, Lucas Orndorff and Tara Piggott, for coming on today and providing a voice for our Eagles.
Yes, thank you.
Woo, thanks.
Coming up, we have Nishrekia Pockrell talking about the McNair Scholars Program. Check it out.
For Southern Miss Student Media, I'm Nishranika. Do you like research? Do you want to pursue a PhD? Are you a first-generation college student? If this sounds like you may be eligible to apply for McNair Scholars Program. The McNair Scholars Program is a federal trio program funded at 151 institutions across the United States and Puerto Rico by the U.S. Department of Education. The program was designed to help first-generation college students from low-income backgrounds interested in pursuing a PhD. The goal of the program is to increase the number of graduate degrees for students from underrepresented communities. Getting into the program comes with a $2,800 stipend, free CRE prep, graduate school application fee waivers, and much more. Dr. Zari Minette, the director of McNair Scholars Program at Southern Miss, explains the eligibility criteria for the program.
So there are certain eligibility criteria that students have to meet. First, they have to be either a first-generation student and income eligible, or they can be from a group that has limited representation in graduate school. They have to have at least 60 credit hours at the end of the spring semester in the year that they apply. They also have to be a U.S. citizen or be working towards citizenship, and they need to be working on their first bachelor's degree.
Lila Pittman, a McNair Scholar recipient, shares her experience with the program.
It's my first time researching, so it's more of that. It's a lot of things that's new to me, like a lot that's new, but it's something about researching something that you're really passionate about that I love. Like, yes, it was kind of difficult because I had my own trials and tribulations, but I loved it.
Anybody who is eligible for the program is encouraged to apply. The application remains open until October 26th. For Southern Miss Student Media, I'm Nishranika.
Thanks for listening to Southern Miss Today on Southern Miss Radio. Huge thanks to Cardell Whiting, our audio engineer, and Daniel Page, our video engineer, for keeping this bird flying. Big shout out to our assistant producer, Roselle Monti, and our program director, Adeline Fields, and our GM, Dr. Wilbur Martin. Don't forget to follow SM2 Media on social media. I'm your Tuesday, Thursday show host, Skylar Angus Barker. Stay golden, Eagles.